Today we're going to be working on a BMW E36 320i 97, and we're going to be replacing the outer tie rod and the inner. And the symptoms that you'll be having with the tie rods going bad is with the wheel off or on, you're going to be having this, a lot of play, going left and right. But the first thing you want to do is take that nut off with a 16mm. 5 point? No, I mean 6 point, sorry. Then take a, if you have an air gun or any impact gun, it should help. I have an electric. After you get that nut off, you just want to bang down the tie rod and get this loose. The easiest way is to get a tie rod separated, but I don't have one at this moment. But another way is just to hit the tie rod itself with a hammer. And again, the tie rod out, I just turn the wheel all the way to the left, hit this pin down, pop the thread out. But as you can see, there's too much play going up and down. I'm only supposed to have play this way and this way, but it's very freely. So the inner one seems okay, but I'm still gonna replace it to be on the safe side, since I'm actually in this area, so it makes it a lot easier. So that'll be the next thing. The next thing you want to do is move these clamps. There's one right here, then one way over here near the rack. Slide the boot down. I'll show you the next step. The next thing you want to do, there's a wash over here, and you have to bend this little part right over here where my thumb is, and just take a screwdriver and a hammer, just bang it down all the way so you get this nut off. Should be relatively easy, but knowing old cars and BMW might be more of a bigger problem, but we'll see how this goes. I end up getting the inner tie rod out, and to do this you need a special tool. I don't have this special tool, so I used a pair of vice grips, the pipe to connect the end of it. That was my leverage. Hit it down, it connected, save it to, you can see the scratch marks, but this is garbage anyway, so, but this 32mm is too fat to work with that, so. But once you break it free, really easy to unscrew, and that's about it for that part. So I got both of them off. You can tell this one was replaced before, has less resistant. I actually have to force it, but still not as it should be, more stiffer. Same with this. But this one has totally let go. I mean, really have to use much force. I could just use my thumb. This one you have to use much more force. Well, I'm going to replace it anyway since I'm tackling this job. But see that? That's no good. So could use replacing because the wheel was wobbling back and forth left to right, so might as well replace it since I'm already doing this job. The parts came in, and what you want to do before you install anything, make sure it's aligned, which you're still going to have to align it when you put the inner tie rod in, but just make sure they're the same size, same part, at least same quality, or close to it. These are not BMW, genuine BMW, but still good. So now let's turn this back onto the rack. with the washer. After you get this back on with the lock nut secure, you want to count your threads and make sure it's as the old ones used to be. In my case, they're 8, so I'm going to count 8 threads and lock the knot until it's 8. Tighten it up, make sure it's good and secure, and then go on from there. After you secure the lock nut, you get this into place and you put the nut nice and tight as you can. You want to zip tie this back up. It was zip tied before. Also, either crimp clamp or there's another material, it's like a wire material that you could twist together, but zip ties work too. Just make sure they're tight. And I'm gonna start the right one, which I already did. Once you get everything together, take it for a test drive.